Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
An opportunity for someone like Ruturaj Gaikwad, Zaheer, because we saw what happened to him in 2020, in 2021. He had a slow start and then completely exploded. An even slower start in 2022, but again came good later on. For him, it would be no better time than today to come up with a 70 or an 80.
For everyone, GV, I think, when you look at the guys who are missing from this series, and you look at this playing 11 and you look at the strength of this playing 11, it's still an 11 which is going to win you games consistently, and that's the strength of the Indian cricket at the moment, right? So looking at that, I think it's an opportunity for each and every individual. Look at Ishan Kishan, how beautifully he has grabbed onto that opportunity. Both the games, he was looking really good. He was looking matured. He planned his innings really well. Ruturaj started well in the first match. The second one got out early, so that can happen as an opener. And as an opener, you are going to lose your wicket early on many occasions. It's about when you are in, how do you make it count? And Ruturaj has shown that in the past. At this level, it's about achieving that consistency, and here is another opportunity for him when you are 2 down in the series. You are able to go out there and make that impact. Make your presence felt for everyone. That's where the value really goes up. So as a cricketer, as a batter, it's about performing under high pressure situations, under situations which are really tough. And I think for all the playing 11 right now for the Indian team, when you're 2-0 down in the series, to show that kind of a character is going to be of utmost importance. So that's something which you want to see from this side when they are taking the field today.
I mean, between the two of them, Joy, Ishan Kishan, of course, can force his way even with those stalwarts coming back as a batter, maybe even as a keeper batsman. With Ruturaj not having that extra string to his bow just makes it that much tougher to look at his future with a Rahul, a Rohit and a Virat in that top 3.
Yeah, but look at one thing.
And a Surya.
Yeah, but if you look at, say, with Rahul there and with Rishabh there, the chances are both of those guys will play. So your extra bow may not count. But here's what I feel. There's this great story about this 2 hikers who are walking down in a forest in America when they see this big grizzly bear. So one of them suddenly takes off and he starts wearing his running shoes. So the other guy turns around and says, "What's wrong with you? You can never outrun a grizzly bear." And the other one turns to him and says, "No, I don't need to outrun the grizzly bear. I only need to outrun you." And that is what the point is right now for this current Indian team. That if nothing else, Ishan Kishan is looking and saying, "Look, between Ruturaj and me, I've got to make my point at this point in time first. Because, forget about what else is happening. I need to score buckets of runs out here." And literally, if you look at it in the team composition, those are those 4-5 players in the mix. And there's so many players out. There's Rahul, Rohit, Virat out. So you take those 3 immediately in. And both of these people cannot be, and Surya, both of these people cannot be even in the 15. So they're literally not fighting for the 11. They're fighting for the 15. And one of them has to be better than the other. There has to be a choice between these 2.
Yeah, well, that's the critical one, Zaheer. I think we were all talking about 11s with many of the bowlers, like in Umran Malik. People were saying, okay, don't blood him in too early. Yes, maybe an X factor, but get him on that plane to be part of the squad. Maybe you don't say that enough about batsmen as you do about bowlers. You'd want the bowlers to be around a bowling group. Maybe a batter will not get that opportunity as quickly as a bowler might.
Well, it's tough for everyone right now. I mean, you look at the amount of players which you have to pick from, and the amount of player who already represented India in the recent past. You have the whole huge lineup, to choose from. There are actually players who are outside of the contracted players who are ready right now to be picked. So that's the good headache which you have. So and in COVID times, we've seen that the dynamics of the team structure also changed. So you don't have to be part of that 15 to be part of the team. So you have the support bowler system which travels with you. That makes it easier. That makes it easier for teams also to choose the injury replacements from. So all those things have made it easier for everyone. For players also, it's that much easier to maintain their form, to maintain their readiness. So keeping all those things in mind, I don't think it's the discussion which is going to take a lot. You will have a squad of 15 which is mandatory for you to announce for the ICC events, but you will also have possibly 7 or 8 players who will be traveling with you, who is going to be your next line. And you don't have to worry about whether those players are following the processes or not, whether they are doing enough to be ready if got an opportunity. So these are the luxuries you have in today's day and age, which makes it that much easier for you to deal with those issues, and which makes it easier for players also to be motivated. Otherwise, back in the day, you would look at, okay, if you're not part of the team, right from figuring out your physios to your training to your practices, there's a whole lot of time and energy which used to be invested by you just to keep things going for you. Now you have the whole system which is working with you to keep you going, and that's the advantage you have.